Hi everybody, this is Patricia Nolan-Brown, the inventor of the original rear-facing car seat mirror and many other products. I can't find a couple of them, sorry. I'm here on my first Technical Tuesday. I've done many how-to videos in the past, but I want to have a particular day on my daily vlog that I dedicate to inventors. And my mission is to empower you to do it yourself. All you have to do is know the correct steps, avoid the pitfalls. And I'm going to give you my information based on 25 years. I am not a patent attorney nor a business attorney. I'm just going to tell you for educational purposes how you can play this game. Some people want to have their own businesses. They've always wanted their own business. And I'm cool with that. I've done it. The other option you have when you have a good idea is to license it to a larger company. Someone already in the game, already has manufacturing set up. In exchange for your idea, you'll get royalties usually. And this is done through a licensing agreement. And I'll cover all that stuff in later episodes. But today, I want to answer the question, how do I know if my idea is a good one? And the short answer is, nobody knows. You can't pay people enough to get a perfect opinion. No one knows what's going to go viral on YouTube. It's just like that game. There are a lot of things in play. It has to be the right timing for the product. You could have the best idea under the sun, but it's not the right time for it. I had a model for a limo service for a woman only. And I'll get into that story later, it's fascinating. That I believe now is a model similar to Uber, but the ones that are coming out now for women only. And that was at least 10 years ago I thought of that. But it just wasn't the right timing. My first invention was the rear-facing car seat mirror because it solved a problem. That's the best scenario you can have for an invention idea. If your product solves a problem for a lot of people, that's the perfect scenario. If you would use it and your peers would use it, then it's marketable. Don't spend a lot of time asking people their opinions. It's just their opinions, whether they're a submission company or your next door neighbor or a family member. Here's a story I can share, and there are many of these stories. But when I developed the car seat mirror, I was asking people very broadly, and that's what you have to do. You can't disclose your idea to anyone or it becomes public, which means you cannot patent it technically. So let me back up. I was asking people what they thought of my mirror in a very general sense. No details of the design of the mirror or exactly how it would work. Just, did they have a problem viewing a baby behind them? And this particular person that I had asked said, we're not going to do that in our new vehicle. I went home though and I realized that they didn't have a baby. So they didn't know the huge problem that was out there and what a nice solution this was. So when you ask people, friends and family, peers, store owners, always remember that they're probably not the correct end user. And I wouldn't go too nuts asking everybody's opinion because it's going to ruin your idea. If you think your idea is a good one, move forward with it. After you do these three things, you have to know, is it already out there? Does it already exist? Because you don't want to make something that's already selling. How do you do this? You go into the stores and you look around to see if it's there. Or you go online and you do searches. Car seat mirror, baby mirror for the car. All these words that you can think of. Click on the images tab and see what comes up. But if you see the exact same thing, you're going to be wasting your time. The second thing, is it marketable? Will it sell? That's basically seeing how big or broad your market is. And can it be made from like materials that are already in the stores? Third point you want to check before moving forward is it already patented? You do searches, car seat mirror, baby mirror for the car. All these words that you can think of, see what pops up in a Google patent search. Click on the images tab and you see one that's similar. You still don't have to freak out because Maybe that patent is an old one, in which case it's public domain and you can redesign it a little bit and get a design patent. Or you can get an opinion at a patent attorney to see if yours is different or how much yours is different, or make it different in order to proceed. Now, there's been a big change in 2013, which is a nice advantage for independent inventors. It's the first to file is the winner in the patent office. Before, it used to be you had to prove you were the first one to invent. So a strategy is to apply for this provisional patent application. And you put that into the patent office and you're the first to invent that, hopefully. Gives you a lot of pluses. Patent pending status for 1 year, and it gives you a year to find a company to license it to if that's your plan. And if you have to tweak the product a little bit, you can combine provisional patent applications. I'll get into that later. So check those 3 things. Is it marketable? Is it patented? And does it already exist? And if those three things check out, go forward with it. What do you have to lose? But you do have to protect your invention. And don't tell people, because if you tell people, it's now in the public domain. So you don't want to do that. Anybody can be a successful inventor. You are all experts in the field that you're in. If you're a teacher, you're an expert in education products. If you like to golf, now you're looking through inventor eyes how to improve a product for golf or come up with an item for golf. So we are all in our life steps expert wherever we are. I invented baby products back in the day because I had kids. If you asked me today what a baby needed, I would not know. But I do know what people my age need, and I do know what my kids need. So I look at the world through inventor eyes. How can I take a product and combine it, make something faster, cheaper, easier? If you can imagine something and then reverse engineer it, that's what I've done with everything, all of my products. I see it and I reverse engineer it. I figure out the components to it. I'm drawing all the time, writing stuff down everywhere. And even when writing my book, I saw the end result. I pictured it on a shelf at Barnes & Noble, and I reverse engineered everything. And it ended up there, and it ended up on Amazon. And it was very similar to developing a product. Same process. Once you learn the process, you can do more than one product idea. You can just plug it into the steps. But I encourage you to work on one thing at a time if you're new to this, because there are a lot of legs to this. But I motivate, inspire, and help you to try to take an idea from your head through the process and get it on a store shelf or on your website. In future episodes, I'll also teach you how to create demand for a product. For instance, did you know that the toothpick, nobody needed a toothpick. So the inventor of the first toothpick would call up restaurants and say, do you have toothpicks at your restaurants? And they'd say no, and he would simply say, then I'm not going to dine there. It created this demand for it. We all can do that with our products. It's not a scammy thing. It's teaching people that they need something they don't know they need. So to recap, either run to the patent office and apply for a PPA, provisional patent application, once you learn all about that. Or what I recommend, and don't spend a ton of time on this, find out, does it already exist? Is it patented? And will it sell? Once you clear those things, check those off, run forward. And I'll teach you how in the next video. But to answer the question, how do you know if your idea is a good one? Nobody knows. If you feel in your gut instinct in your heart that that's going to fly, no one can predict what will or will not. You have to try it. There's no other way that you will know if your idea is a good one. And I encourage you to do so. What do you have to lose? Thanks for watching. If you like this video, click the thumbs up and subscribe. I'll be here on Technical Tuesdays. I do a daily vlog. I do pepper in little branding and invention tips, sometimes terms, because they, as an inventor, they just come out in my daily life. So I believe there's value in those. So go back and watch those if you wish. And remember, stay curious, stay creative, and move forward with those ideas till they pop. See you next time.